Hansen up here. He was also instrumental in building Joe Campana, the World War II veteran, a new home. And Mike has just given selflessly, along with many others, but especially Mike and George. And Mike has been the volunteer coordinator, sometimes getting hundreds of phone calls a day to the hotline in Austin, Texas, on top of the 2 jobs he performs, going home late into the night, calling people, getting up early in the morning, calling people, coming home at lunch to call people, out here several days a week, getting the material staged for the work on Sunday. It's just wonderful. And Mike's going to try to thank a lot of the people that help, but it's impossible. We're talking over 1,200 individuals that we've actually counted, not to mention folks who have come out and just given us a hand for a few hours. Mike Hansen, my cameraman, my buddy for 7 years. Mike Hansen, come up here. God bless you.
That's why we let Alex do the speaking. First of all, I want to thank God who brought Israel out of Egypt and made it possible for us to be here today together. These people were some of the best people I've ever met in my life. And what they have slandered, they have been slandered, and they have been put false witness on. And that's one thing, if anything, and also the people that are in prison, they need to come out. Building project, I would hope that the 7 that are still in prison would come out, and also that the American people would find out what the real truth is about the Davidians. They are some of the nicest people, God-fearing people I have ever met in my life.
But the point is that we're going to run the flag up again. The America that I grew up in, it was big enough for all of us. And all this effort, this entire effort here, has made me feel good about America again.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I was first told that I was just going to stand here and didn't expect to say anything. And I think after 7 years, they make it sound as if you're supposed to have gotten over everything, and it's supposed to be just something that you went through and it's going to go on with the life. 7 years later, it still hurts. 7 years later, we still look at our pictures. We still think about children and other people. But most of all, I think of the pain that they must have gone through. Coming here and standing before you, there's nothing compared to the time that they spent, those mornings, and those hours in the gas and the flames, and how you can always feel almost like you were there with them when the flame was burning them. I want to thank everybody for everything, and I pray that we'll be seen together and God brings us all home again. Thank you very much.
Here's the flag. Fantastic. Thank you so much. It's backwards. All right. I want to thank Sheila Martin for her words and allowing us to rebuild this church for all the Davidians, and of course Judith Vincent, known as Texas Lil, who's just done a great job. And you know, so much of this effort was possible because of talk radio. I broadcast on a commercial AM and FM station. We also transmit on shortwave, but the internet was really the big thing, and Judith has written some wonderful articles. And if people would like to see some of the photos throughout the process of rebuilding the church, just some of them, they're out on 2 boards out here a little bit later after this dedication. You can go out and look at them, and it's just a small piece of the different levels of construction that we went through, and it was just wonderful. It's just so sad that he and others have been demonized. We're just hoping to reverse some of that, because if they can surround a group of people, murder them, and then the general population says, well, they got what was coming to them and they never met them or never had any idea what really happened, then it can happen to any of us. And I say, never again. No more Wacos in America.
Never again!
It's like a scene from the Warsaw Ghetto in Poland with the Nazis, the black uniforms, the helmets, all of it. And believe me, the next time a Waco cranks up, if I can get there, we're not going to be building churches. People that don't even know it. Christians don't look. All right. I'm going to go ahead and, see, I'm flailing here. I get so angry. Knocking off the media's microphone. Maybe that's good. We know they're going to cut it up. No, that's all right. Some of you are good. It's that network news services with CBS, yes. ABC and Fox all at the CBS Broadcast Center doing all the work together, working. Don't hear a lot about that. Here in our controlled society, we're coming forward with the new media, just like the printing press and the Renaissance, and we're going to win. Victory is ours! All we have to do is take it on it. You can't stop it. Black Lord, God bless you, sir, for your leadership. As a leader of this new church, you're a wonderful man. God bless you, sir, and here are the keys.
I would just like to take a minute to thank you all for building our beautiful church and for allowing God to use you all in this work. I also want to apologize for acting foolishly sometimes and telling everybody I love them, but I really mean it in God's way. I've concentrated my life to Christ since I was in my 30s, and so far I think I've been faithful. Not because I'm strong enough, but because He is my strength. And I don't think I can do anything without Him. He is my husband and my all. I know most of you have been so grateful in your effort and sacrifice, and I appreciate it very much. And especially from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank Alex and Mike for being chief organizers of the work, George for being our jack of all trades, Scott for watching and